Everything in this world is powered by the harmony of nature. When that power runs its course, nature, in its own rhythm, quietly absorbs it back. These absorbed elements then meet new forms of life to continue their work. When that energy is spent, they return to the earth, repeating this cycle indefinitely. Some things are born with the dawn and return to nature by dusk. Others live out the full turn of the 4 seasons before going home. Still others endure for 1,000 years, renewing themselves as if shedding countless layers of skin. The old fades away to return to nature, and the void is endlessly refilled with new life, continuing this cycle for millennia before finally being absorbed back into the grand cosmic whole. It is as if one were sculpting with clay, forming a tiger, then smoothing it away, shaping a lion, then returning it to a shapeless mass, crafting a human, only to start again. The clay remains unchanged in its essence, whether it takes the form of a tiger, a lion, or a human. The physical world never truly disappears. It simply circulates when the moment is right. This universe is a grand, living universe, and within it, our physical elements act as a microcosm, repeating this cycle endlessly. The moment the physical body enters this world, the clock begins to tick. The past is non-existent, effectively zero, and the future has yet to arrive, also zero. Much like the waves of the ocean that appear and disappear, we waste our energy calculating how long a specific wave will last. Yet the ocean itself shows us that the timetable of these waves always converges to zero. It is the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. Humans possess a spirit. While the physical world we perceive may be but a tiny 1%, the invisible realm of the spirit makes up the remaining 99%, a connection we can understand through scripture. When the time comes, our flesh is absorbed back into the earth. The human body is a microcosm of the universe. Observe our inner workings. Cells and microorganisms are constantly dying and being reborn, maintaining our life. By the age of 20, the 10-year-old version of you has already died, and at 30, the 20-year-old self is gone. While the soul carries the memory of these past selves, the physical body has long since returned to nature, its elements scattered and recycled. Even if the physical body is reduced by half, the soul remains 100% whole, for it resides in the mind. Unlike the flesh, which returns to the earth, the soul carries the weight of experience. When the senses fail, the soul's physical growth halts. It then either finds liberation or remains shackled by the fear of death. Death is merely the silencing of the senses. No tongue to speak, no ears to hear, no eyes to see, as the soul moves toward its true home. Our souls travel through a system designed by the ruler of the world, always returning to the origin. We engage in a spiritual war to expand our territory, a conflict between those who know the truth and those who do not. While the flesh returns to the origin, the soul does not converge to zero. It persists in the state it held when it met the truth, or denied it. The Bible teaches us that the flesh is part of a grand circulating system, much like a driver who continues to live even when the car is scrapped. Jesus, who explained the nature of life and death, demonstrated this through his own resurrection. He spoke of the soul, saying, "Where I am the way, the truth, and the life, and where you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." Paul understood this, declaring, "Wherein the law of the Spirit of life has set you free from the law of sin and death." When we grasp this truth, the power of death is shattered. We realize we are not dying, but circulating within a living, dynamic nature, finally freed from the fear of death. Hell, by contrast, is the soul trapped forever in that very fear. Through the word, Jesus, we meet God, the truth, and life. When these words are embodied in us, we grasp that there is no death, only the living cycle of nature. By becoming the way through Jesus, we attain salvation. As Paul said, we are freed from the law of sin and death. We become children of truth, of life, and of God, having conquered death and gained true liberation.